Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper, and this is another video on Raid Shadow Legends and a special edition of I Built Them So You Don't Have To. Today we're revisiting Woad Painted. 0 to hero, nothing to everything, bottom 5 to top 5. Can it be true? Is she really as good as we think she is? Let's find out right now. We're going to jump right in and we're going to look at her kit, then we're going to take her into a dungeon. I'm going to show you it in use, and my lordy, we're not even going to try to feign this. We're not going to fake it till we make it. We're just going to tell you right now, I've fallen in love. I've fallen in love with this blue-lipped baby, and my god, does her kit make me happy now, in spite of the fact that it seems like such a wow, okay, well, whatever. But no, it's not whatever, it's amazing. So let's take a look at her kit now. This here, which I believe had the percentage chance changed, if I recall, but it's a 3-turn 100% chance when booked block active skills debuff for 2 turns on a single target. It's a bonus. Her A1 30% chance to do the same for 1 turn. It's a bonus. She does good damage. We are not bringing her in for damage. Damage is a secondary thought now. She is not here for damage. She is here for the healsies, and that is her A2, a 4-turn cooldown that removes all debuffs from this champion, 1 random debuff from all allies, heals this champion of 100% of their max HP, and all allies equal to 50% of the surplus heal. Then it puts a 30% reflect damage debuff for 2 turns on all allies and grants an extra turn, effectively making this a 3-turn cooldown on this skill, and effectively making the overpower a 2.2 cooldown or 2.3 cooldown. Because it's a 3-turn cooldown, they're not at the same level, so it's only going to happen every 3rd turn, etc., etc. You guys figure out the math. So how did we build her out? Well, masteries, we took her down the heal line. I don't normally like this, but because she has so much HP, this is the one time I actually don't mind. We also did give her the extend and the chance to land for her A1, and then both her A1 and A3 here. Some extra HP for the Lore of Steel as well. We did take her down some damage. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother with offense. I would take her down defense now. It's just so much different. As far as what that gives us, 107, 266 HP. That's the big number. 205 speed, 263 accuracy, and away we go. So let's go into Dragon 20 to show off our new little Barbarian Vixen. By little, I mean large, with a 6-pack that would probably, her 6-pack alone would probably beat me up. But that's not the point. The point is, you're going to show you what we're using here, and I'm going to show. We're actually going to do something here. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to bring in a 4th champion, recently used. We're going to bring in Thanasil, because Thanasil, in my opinion, was the best AoE healer in the game. Now, there are some, I think it's Chaplain, who is a rare who heals off of damage. Level 20 Dragon, because she can hit so hard in that particular scenario. Her heals might be more, but when you take her up to level 25, she falls off drastically. Thanasil is based off his own HP, so it's not. So he was, in my opinion, the best healer for AoE heals in the game on a 3-turn cooldown. So let's take a look at the stats of the rest of the team here, because I know whenever I don't, y'all get mad. So here's Thanasil. He's sitting at 99,000 HP at 202 speed. Masteries on him. We did take him down defense side. This is what I'd probably do with Woad Painted over here. I'm not worried about him landing his A1 sleep or his A3 reduce buffs. Not worried about it. If you're bringing him in content for that, then okay. So this is what we decided to do. This is probably not the best use of it, but I just wanted to try to get him as close to Woad Painted in health. And then I think Selfless Defender on both of them makes sense, but Woad Painted currently down the offense side. His skill that we're worried about, now this isn't a full review of him, but just know this one puts the increased defense for 2 turns and then heals all allies by 25% of this champion's max HP. And we're also going to bring in Ironclad just for some funsies to show you what we can do with Woad Painted. We're going to use this, which when healed will attack enemies inflicting damage proportional to any surplus heal. Damage inflicted is equal to 50%. So we're getting 25% of her health in damage before modifiers. So fun times, my friends, fun times. And then finally, we're going to bring in Venus. Venus just makes it all work nicely. She's doing the defense down and weaken, which is going to help us for the damage. She's going to put poisons up, help us with the boss and the HP burn. But honestly, she's not what we're trying to show here. We're first and foremost trying to show you the level of heals. So just to give you an idea, I know you can do math in your head, but sometimes visually it just looks more impressive than writing down on a piece of paper. So watch. There's a lot to decompress here. First of all, watch the amount she heals on everyone, and secondly, watch the amount of splash damage from Ironclad. Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers. 120, 60,000 heals, and then the damage on him. Yes, please. Now, unfortunately, and she gets an extra turn, right? So now we get to lock out. Say we don't want debuffs against us. There, he's locked out for 3 turns. Sit down, son. In comparison, now, unfortunately, Ironclad's has a 1-turn cooldown on his splash, so we can't double dip, which is unfortunate. What I would probably do if I was trying to use multiple in a run is I would stagger them by a turn. But his heals 33,000. So that's a great heal. 33,000 every 3 turns. But it pales. 322. Even if you take out the 120, that's still 200 versus 138. It just can't compare. Now, she will drop off on heals as she loses health. But even at 50% health, she's still going to heal for about 30,000 because she's going to have about 60,000 health left. 58 or whatever it's going to be, and then she's going to heal half of that. So even at half health, she's doing just shy of what Thenasel can do with his heals on the same cooldown. It's a 4-turn cooldown, but she gets an extra turn, so the exact same cooldowns. So absolutely amazing. Now for funsies, but we'll start it on manual so I can stagger it because I don't feel like setting up the who's the most important person to not? One of those two, I think. And then we want to stagger the heals, so we'll do that, and then we'll hit auto. Let's see if we can. Now I'm just getting silly, but this is fun. Oh god, just live there. See, good. Now we also have the stone skin. We have the increased defense, so that's really a big deal now, because that's going to make her so much more survivable, which means you don't have to heal her as high. And we're getting splash damage on 2 rounds. Boom, she's back to full health. 68,710. It just doesn't get old for me. It just doesn't get old. There's more heals, more splash. I think rather than Venus, I would probably bring in Stagnite. A nice tanky Stagnite, because then you get the decreased attack, which is just going to help your survivability. Because I don't know what's going to happen when we get to the boss, especially. It's 36,000 on the heal. Right? That stone skin makes such a difference on the incoming damage. It makes her so much more. And then boom, we're fully healed. God, it is crazy how much she heals for. It is crazy to me. I can't get over it. I know you guys are probably like, Jesus, get over it. But I'm not gonna. Can't stop, won't stop. So is Woad Painted a top 5 epic in the game? I tend to think so. I have problems saying no. The amount of heals that she brings into an encounter is truly, it's truly spectacular. It is big time next level heals. And I know I know it doesn't feel that way, but it truly is. Like this is level 25. This is a level 25 dungeon. Now the time isn't great. I get that. But still, we have, look at the champions we're using. We're using a legendary, 2 epics, and a rare to take on Dragon 25. And really without problem, without real concern. Granted, one of them's Venus. I get that. But, I mean, we're still, like, look at the... Oh, but he did do damage there. That's really weird. His passive seems to be working weird to me. But, yeah, there it is. Easy win. 3-minute dragon. 4 champions. Kind of fun, kind of different. Ironclad's an amazing champion. Look at that. But look at her heals. 2.6 million versus 955,000 with Thenasel. She is next level. She is OP. She is the best healer in the game by far. I would love to see her. I think that Thenasil and her work well together too, or even a single target healer with Woad painted to make sure she has as much health as possible. The only problem is you can't tell AI to target heals, which is something that maybe they'll add down the road, which make it even crazier. You bring an apothecary, he heals her, she heals everyone. Use Ironclad for splash damage. Man, it could be fun. I had a lot of fun in this video. I hope it was enjoyable for you. I hope that you see that Woad painted is now very strong. I'm sorry the video shouldn't be 18 minutes long, but I you know, sometimes you just gotta have fun in videos. So I appreciate you. Stay safe, be kind, and we'll see you in the next video.